Hey guys, DB right here, and today I'm back with continuing with What If Fasha Survived. I believe this is part 10, part 11. I'm sure it'll be more edited, fixed and perfect in the title. Alright, so picking up from where we left off last, and well, just a little bit of a recap, but not too much of a recap. And I do recommend you guys actually check out the beginning of this series if you really want to get filled in on what's happened. Basically, this story tells the story of Fasha, who miraculously survived Dodoria's ambush on Planet Meat during the whole Bardocks TV special. Yes, she actually manages to pull through and survive in this reality, and by extension, not being taken out by Frieza when Frieza, blows up Planet Vegeta, and basically tracking another space pod she saw flying ahead of her. This would be Kakarot's space pod, basically following its trajectory to planet Earth and managing to track down Kakarot during the events of the World Tournament saga. When he battles the disguised Roshi, Jackie Chun, in the finals. And well, since then, it's been one crazy story and adventure after the other, and I recommend you check it out. Now, picking up where we left off, the unthinkable has happened when Fasha, Vegeta, and the rest of the Dragon team, well, most of them anyway, had gone with a full frontal assault on Barbody and his ship, and well, battling the villains that appeared at each stage in Barbody's spaceship, until eventually Gohan tried facing off against Deborah, and well, his battle prowess and power had gone soft, but Gohan had went soft over the years in another way, thanks to him becoming Great Saiyan Man and having to hold back on stopping criminals. And since training with Fasha and his father since has been, just training sessions and sparring sessions, Gohan has been forced to hold back a lot of his power, and in that perspective, Gohan has gotten soft in that area. He lacks the killer instinct he had back in the Cell Saga. His power, yes, is stronger than what it was back then, but he lacks the killer instinct he had back in the Cell Saga, and pretty much the instinct he had throughout the whole beginning of this series, since Gohan, the child of Fasha and Goku in this reality, came into this story. And well, this led to Fasha becoming very disappointed towards her son, and that negativity was enough for Barbody to use his magic and turn Fasha against the Dragon team. Fasha, who resisted with all her might to fall under Barbody's spell, still fell victim. This wasn't like Vegeta, when Vegeta willfully accepted Barbody's offer for power and all that. Fasha did resist with everything she had, even telling her family to run, get out of there. However, now transformed, her frustrations pointed directly at her own son. And, well, more or less her husband too. The showdown between family begins now. And just like Vegeta did in the original, Fasha did the unthinkable, firing ki blasts on the unsuspected tournament crowd, racking up the kill count. And well, and that of course came to the shock of the rest of the Dragon team. This Saiyan woman, who's been part of their family for years, suddenly did something horrifying, nearly unforgivable. Bulma managed to forgive Vegeta in the original, so it's quite possible they'll forgive Fasha eventually. And well, none of this is actually Fasha's fault. She didn't actually willfully accept Barbody's power and control. This just, well, happened. And well, just like in the original, Kakarot and Gohan demand that Barbody transport them to somewhere else where they will face Fasha. And while they're doing that, Vegeta and Supreme Kai are actually on their way to deal with Barbody and Deborah once and for all, and hopefully stop this egg from hatching. How this will go, we are about to find out. The battle between Fasha, Goku, and Gohan is quite intense. Fasha's new power has pushed her abilities beyond her husband and son. When you consider, most of their power levels pretty much stayed even and on par with each other because they were able to train together for the 7 years. So Fasha has quite the significant head start on the two. And mind you, well, to tell you the truth, she is quite, well, she's pretty much dominating the fight to the point. The only thing that's keeping Goku and Gohan slightly ahead in the fight and still in the battle is the fact that they know how Fasha fights. And any new techniques she's developed, they pretty much know them. It's pretty much the raw power of Barbody's transformation that's giving Fasha the slight upper hand in the battle. And you know, even facing off each other with Gohan and Goku for combined Kamehameha, Fasha is able to essentially match it with her own power. So that's just goes to show what kind of a power boost she has gotten from this magic. And well, meanwhile, Vegeta and Supreme Kai have indeed managed to get themselves to the bottom of the ship. Vegeta ruthlessly taking out the rest of Barbody's men throughout the way. And well, rather than just standing there like Gohan Supreme Kai, just watching the meter go up, Vegeta springs into action, battling with Deborah. And well, unlike Gohan, Vegeta has not lost his step at all, and he has not lost his killer instinct. So Deborah is quickly on the losing side of this battle. In fact, Vegeta pretty much takes him out right there on the spot and quickly returns the favor of taking out Barbody. However, they are too late with one aspect. The damage that Gohan and Goku and even Fasha has sustained in their battle has been enough to store enough power to wake up Majin Buu. Even without Barbody saying so. Vegeta and Supreme Kai do a final key boss to try to take out the egg, but it ends pretty much the same way as Gohan when he tried to do the same thing. The egg hatches and Majin Buu is among them, and the sense of energy has managed to put Gohan, Goku and Fasha's battle to a standstill, not to mention that with Deborah defeated, Piccolo and Krillin are released from their stone, from being, you know, stone statues, what Deborah did to him earlier, and also with Barbody being dead, Fasha has been restored to her normal self. She is now her again. And well, Majin Buu, well, needless to say, this could be a lot worse than in the original because there is no Barbody to keep him under control this time. Oh, you wanna play with Boo? Boo make you dead! And well, needless to say, Supreme Kai and Vegeta are having a really bad day of it when, well, unfortunately, with Goku, Gohan in their condition and Fasha in slightly better condition, they basically, Goku and Fasha choose to split the Sensu Bean among themselves. Gohan is too weakened to continue, and well, they're not going to risk their son's life. And well, Fasha feels like she really needs to do this to make up for everything she has done. And well, this is where we get Goku and Fasha basically appearing before Buu, and the two of them team up to try to take on Buu, and Fasha has learnt from the whole power experience that she got from Barbary. So all that power she gained is now her own. However, even with Goku and Fasha working together, their team attacks, it's still not really having much effect on Boo. They may be blowing him to pieces, but as we know, he can regenerate. And Boo just, laughing in their face. Ha 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 ha! You guys are funny! Me have fun with you! And well, with a ferocious attack, he essentially takes out Goku. He ain't dead, he's just knocked out. And well, Fasha is forced to do basically what Vegeta did in the original. Fasha intends to power up to her full power and incinerate the monster, much like Vegeta did in the original. Krillin and Piccolo, who have since pretty much made their arrival, their second son, Bardock Jr., and the other kids did arrive in time to pretty much see this horror for themselves, were luckily held back by Piccolo and Krillin, and they had to witness as Fasha sacrificed herself for the second time, mind you, and essentially took herself out. And supposedly, along with Boo, and well, all the others could really think of to do is gather Goku, Vegeta. Well, actually, they had a hard time finding Vegeta. They couldn't sense his energy at all. And after all, he's part android, so I don't think they could sense him anyway. So they wouldn't really be able to gather Vegeta, and they couldn't find Supreme Kai either. So they grabbed Goku and managed to find Gohan weakened somewhere, and ultimately are off to the lookout. And this is where, Goku has to use his instant transmission to basically stop Bulma from using the Dragon Balls to restore what Fasha did, because she doesn't know the full story of everything else. So everyone else is there at the lookout as well, including Videl. And well, she's quite happy to see Gohan there. And well, since then, Bulma did of course get the first wish in with the Dragon Balls, basically wishing back everyone who was killed that day, which of course restored Kibito, and Kibito was able to heal Supreme Kai and Vegeta, and they're basically off to Otherworld, and it's actually going to be Vegeta who gets to play around with the Z-Sword in this reality. And well, essentially, there's not really a great deal the heroes can really do with battling with Boo, as well. As for Goku not being dead in this reality, he doesn't know fusion, so he can't teach the boys fusion. The only thing Goku can really think of is push this new transformation he's been talking about to its completed level. This would of course be Super Saiyan level 3. He had been able to pull it off a couple of times in training, but he's never been able to really maintain it for long. Not long enough to fight a drawn-out battle with Majin Buu, and if he battles Majin Buu, that's exactly what he's going to get. So, with that, he's pretty much making his way to the Room of Spirit and Time, and with Gohan going in there as well, he's pretty much, training with his father, and basically the whole mission is getting them both up to speed. Both of them, hopefully Gohan might be able to hit Super Saiyan 3 as well, and hopefully they'll both be able to bring it to a level where they're able to maintain it. Right now, Gohan and Goku are their best bet in stopping this monster. the children are a little bummed out that they're pretty much taken out of the story, so to speak, and not really going to be able to do much. After all, Goku does not know the fusion dance in this reality. And well, as for that, Gohan and Goku completing their second time in Chamber. Now, it's unclear in the Buu arc whether or not they actually managed to really do anything, but meanwhile, while this whole day's going by, Majin Buu is definitely living it up. Now, there is no Barbies to stop him this time, to prevent him from destroying cities or any of that ultimatum. So Buu is just going on pretty much an endless rampage, destroying town after town, turning people into sweets and cakes and things and eating them, doing all that thing. And well, eventually sort of making friends with the with the blind kid, and sort of making friends with that kid, but going the wrong way about it, turning that other poor guy into a bottle of milk for him, and ultimately flying off to build his own house. And well, this is where Mr. Satan gets involved, and he's packing detonators and all those things. And we're heading towards the whole Mr. Satan trying to make friends with Majin Buu, that whole thing. Of course, not without a lack of killing the beast first, but ultimately realizing that this Majin Buu, doesn't know better. He doesn't know right from wrong, and that he's bad and all that, and that what he's doing is wrong. It's just, he simply does not know better. And well, he might actually be able to teach him right from wrong. And Goku and Gohan have since burst from the chamber and have thought that maybe, that they have indeed been successful in their training. Gohan can indeed transform to Super Saiyan 3 now, and Goku can at least maintain his level for a long period of time, and of course so can Gohan. So it's like we get the Goku day in the Room of Spirit and Time thing in this arc instead of in the original during the Cell arc. And well, meanwhile, Dende have sort of filled therein that battling Buu might not necessarily be a thing anymore, might not be necessary anymore. Filling them in with what Mr. Satan is doing. And well, of course that pretty much falls apart when those two guys who are going on a murder spree go around, those guys that are going around killing people, killing animals and think, the world's gonna end, so let's party and do all sorts of wrong things because I'm a bad guy and nasty. Those two sadistic guys who ultimately heard Majin Buu's dog, his other friend that he makes friends with other than Mr. Satan. So essentially the world was saved right then and there with that dog, but those guys had to ruin it, and ultimately those guys are then beaten by Buu, but this stirs up all the evil that's in Buu's heart, and they pretty much split like Kami and King Piccolo, forming Evil Buu. And ultimately, the battle between Buu and Evil Buu plays out as per normal, and you get Super Buu. And I think, for right now, that's actually where we're going to leave things. Now that Goku and Gohan may be forced to battle once and for all. So what do you guys think? Did you enjoy this story? What's going to happen with Fasha now that she's back in Otherworld? Is there going to be a way for her to come back and help? After all, this is now her official second death in the series. Shenron's not going to be able to bring her back. What is going to happen here? And will Buu and Gohan be able to stop this new monstrosity, this Super Buu? Well, all this and more next time. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again for the next What If video. Thank you guys for tuning in today, and I'll see you guys again next time.